Okay.
Do I have to keep my video on?
We would love to see you when you're talking. That would be great.
Okay.
Thanks. All right. Good morning, everyone in Australia and anyone else around the world who is jumping on to listen to some incredible information today. We have a very special guest that I'm so thrilled to be inviting to speak to us and share her incredible knowledge and passion for our breakthrough products and this business, which is with LifeVantage. Now, Carrie Bedard, she's not an Aussie. She's actually from Florida in the USA, but I've actually been watching a little bit of her journey, and it's so inspiring because I know that when she got started, she quickly went through the ranks. She hit Pro 4 in less than 2 months. Absolutely incredible. So that means she went 4 levels up in this business within her first 2 months. And she's got such a big passion for the skincare, which if you learn about the technology and the science behind what we have in our skincare, you'll understand why she's so passionate. And so Carrie has built that passion into her business and has been able to achieve the elite ranks with this business, earn herself a free Jeep. I know that she's been able to attend some special incentive trips, but you always see this lady giving her time to train others and share her passion with others. And that's why she's been such a success in this business. And so I'm so excited today that she has given some of her time to be able to speak with us here in Australia. And Carrie, I would love it if you can take it away and share some of your story and your passion with us today. Thank you.
Sure. Thanks, Karen. I hope everyone's doing great this morning there. I'm glad we worked it out so that we could get this timing right. And I'm excited you're actually the first Zoom I've ever done in Australia. So super, super fun. So thanks for inviting me. It's a blessing to be able to share. I mean, we just have so much to give the world and give everybody. And so although we have so many amazing products to share and to help people get healthy, we are going to focus on the skincare and the Nrf2 today in the skincare so that I can help you to hopefully understand it better and to share it better. Because my team has, since we launched this, everyone rank advanced, but one of the differences is a lot of people rank advanced when we launched the skincare and did a lot of amazing things. And then what happened was everyone kind of loves it, but forgot how to share it, I think. So what I'm hoping today is that I can remind you, if you've been in a while, I can remind you how to take advantage and leverage this skincare for your business. And if you're new, you're going to learn how to use it right out of the gate and how to leverage it, because it can really build you a massive business. If you don't know, True Science still carries the highest volume in our business. And so I think sometimes we don't really think that way because we're focused on, Protandem or the activated essentials, which is awesome as well. Everyone should be on it. But when we think about the skincare, not only the inside out, outside in approach to Nrf2 and our health, but also that from building a business, let's face it, we're in a business to make money. We wouldn't be doing the business otherwise. We'd just be sharing products. And so it is important that it carries the highest volume and that it is a product that when people run out, they're going to use over and over and over again. So I'm going to start with explaining a little bit about our True Science and what makes it special. And I'm going to apologize in advance if I look down because I do have a little flip chart to keep me on track. Otherwise, I could talk to you all night about things that you don't care about maybe because I'm a people person. But I think I also tell you that to know that if you're new or even if you're not new, you don't have to memorize this. You don't have to be a scientist. You don't have to be a doctor to be able to share this good health with LifeVantage or understand True Science. You can have notes. You can have a flip chart because you need to be real and people need to see, I can do that too. I can share that too. I don't have to be a know-it-all, right? People appreciate that. So when I'm looking down, I am looking at my flip chart, and of course I can get that flip chart to Karen if you guys want to use it to share. Of course, I'm happy to share it. That's one of the great things about being one big family. So So I'm going to start off just explaining that True Science has enhanced Nrf2 technology. It's important to know that because we're actually the only skincare set regimen on the planet currently that has a patent for Nrf2 activation in skincare. That means we're not talking about the ingredients. We're not talking about a piece. We have an activated Nrf2 set. There's even a study that Dr. Natalie Chevreau, who's our Chief Science Officer, actually got to present at the International Cosmetics Convention. We're the only direct sales company to be ever offered to do that, and her findings on how True Science Skincare not only protected, and we'll talk a little bit more about that, but also how it enhanced the Nrf2 abilities and protections. Before I go on, Karen, can you hear me good? Okay, great. So we have 4 products working together to rejuvenate the aging skin with enhanced Nrf2 technologies for more protection against oxidative stress. And of course, you're all going, I know what that means, because if you've been in LifeVantage for even a day, you probably know what oxidative stress is. And if you're like me, you had no idea what it was before LifeVantage. We had all heard the term free radical damage because good marketing has allowed us to know what that means over the last 10 years. But oxidative stress is the buildup of cellular damage to your cells, and it's the disparity between that and your body's ability to function against the damage or in spite of the damage. It's the same thing that's true of your skin. Your skin gets lots of cellular damage from the food you eat, from the sun hitting your skin, to the stuff that you put on your skin, maybe products that you used prior to LifeVantage, or maybe some of you are still using them. They can damage your skin as well as pharmaceutical products. When you put a lot of pharmaceuticals into your body, that can damage your skin as well. The other great thing is it's all natural based with a Yazoo fragrance in all but the eye serum. So very natural, and using all 4 together creates the best synergy for anti-aging. And that's really important to know, okay? Because a lot of people will say to me, well, what if I just want to use the anti-aging cream and the wash? Well, that's great, but you're not getting the full synergy of the system. Dr. Chevreau developed a system that each product works synergistically with the product before it for the best results. So it's really important that not only are you using all 4 products, but you're teaching others to use all 4 products. Because if you're talking about the results they're going to get, right, and you're showing them maybe some after pictures and you're talking it up, but then they only purchase 2, they come back to you and they say, well, I didn't get the same results. That's because all 4 are being used synergistically. So super, super important to start off out of the right gate. Okay, so I'm going to go through each of the 4 quickly. The enhanced Nrf2 technology, the Ultra Gentle Cleanser, step 1, cleans without stripping the natural oils, keeps your pH balance, which is a perfect balance, around a 5.5. No different than, I don't know in Australia how many of you have pools, but I'm here in Florida and we all have pools. And you have to test the chemicals in your pool to make sure they're the safest, correct balance. Your skin is the same way. You have to have a good balance for the products to work and for your skin to react properly to the products. You need a good, the Gentle Cleanser creates a good bacteria balance, so something that doesn't cause bacterial problems in your skin, and it protects the skin. Step 2 is your perfecting lotion, which is the only hybrid of its kind on the market. It's a toner and serum that are combined together that give you brighter looking skin. And I'm going to use a big long word that you never ever need to know, but astragalus membraneous. That is what you're working on. Isn't that a fun word? When you're using the perfecting lotion, which is that hybrid, okay? Eye corrector serum is step 3, and that visibly firms your upper eyelid. It actually, if you use it long enough, like I have and many people in LifeVantage have, it actually looks like you've had kind of eyelid work done or some Botox or something. But it really does. If you use it on your eyelid daily, it makes it look like you've had it lifted. We have some great before and after pictures in our company. And that's using Albizia gilbrecerin is the natural base ingredient. It works well with eye makeup, which is a big deal. And we hear a lot of people talk about how they've used other products and they wear glasses. And the minute they put their glasses on, their eyes burn or they get some fogging. You won't get that with this because it's natural. So it doesn't burn your eyes, and the ingredients won't hurt your eyes, and they won't mess with your glasses or your contacts, which is just a huge plus. Then we have what I refer to as the exclamation point of the True Science anti-aging line, and that's the anti-aging cream. The things you need to know about the anti-aging cream is this is the Nrf2, what I call the pop. Again, it's that exclamation point at the end that brings it all together and goes to the deepest dermal layers of your skin to rejuvenate and resurface your skin without tearing it apart like retinol, which is what we've known for years and years and years, that breaks down all those layers. We've learned that's actually not so good for your skin. I also wanted to let you guys know where this came from. LSU did a skin cancer study on Protandim back, I believe, 2009, but don't quote me on it. They did a skin cancer study, and what they found, LSU specializes in skin cancer, and for you Aussies, that's Louisiana State University here in the States, and they found that taking Protandim had a huge impact on skin cancer positively, and they said, I can't believe that you don't have this in topical form. Thus, the True Science anti-aging cream was born. So when I came into the business, all we had was the Protandim and the topical version, which is the True Science anti-aging cream. So that is a superior hydration formula cupped with hyaluronic acid. And again, it is not only ultra moisturizing, but it has that Nrf2 activation. So things that you'll hear people talk about is if they've been burned or cut or scraped, lots of other things we could name, hyperpigmentation to the skin, scarring from acne. I have my dad years ago had shingles. And again, we're not claiming that any of these products, cure, prevent, or mitigate anything, but sharing testimonials of things they've done for people gives you an idea of the power of the Nrf2 activation in the skincare. So what constitutes Nrf2 technology? And I'm just not going to go through all the things that these ingredients do. Most of you know a lot about them from Protandim, but you can also research them. There's hundreds of years of study on these ingredients. We have milk thistle, which gives you properties that protect against environmental threats to the epidermis. Green tea, which helps again with free radicals, but it soothes damaged skin. We have turmeric root, which protects against cellular stress and reduces the effects that lead to the visible signs of premature aging. And it's also a super antioxidant. So it reduces skin irritation, protects, again, from environmental aggressors, and it fights those free radicals. Then we have Bacopa, which helps enhance the skin's remodeling process. So the Bacopa helps to resurface and make the newer, what we call fattier cells shine through, which is what you want. And then we have black pepper, which helps reduce discoloration and evens out the skin tone. Okay, so that is that toner property. We also have, and it sounds funny, but we have Brasaba family, which is including wasabi, and a lot of people are like, wasabi? Like, that's something in our food, but the extractions from these plants enhance the Nrf2 technology even more, and they contain things that prevent against cellular stress by fighting off the aggressors in the environment. And then we have Plantago, which makes the skin look denser and thicker. So a lot of us, as we age, you get kind of that, I call it the elastic band effect. So this helps to fight against that, and it protects, again, against oxidative stress. So the next thing we're going to talk about is why it's better when we look at other what I'll call competitors, although I always tell people we don't have any competition. There's no apples to apples with True Science, because nobody has enhanced Nrf2 technology with a patent that's been presented internationally. So I always tell people and ask, they'll say, oh, I'm using this and I like this. Good, that's great, and I'm great it's working for you, but nobody has anything like this. We have zero competition. So when you look at some of the top competition, that we'll call it competition, we look at like Perricone MD. They had, it took 56 days for them to notice any difference in using it for smoother looking skin in testing. With us, it was just 28 days. And I'm just giving you some of the highlights from some of the studies that were done. Another brand that a lot of people have heard about, particularly in direct sales, is Nu Skin. And we talked about firmer looking skin. By the way, all of these studies had more than 80 people in them, more than 80 women with different ethnicities. And you had 56 days, 85% True Science was 28 days. L'Oreal, which is a brand you can buy at Walmart, and it was 87% was True Science after 56 days they studied it, and they didn't even show any dramatic difference with L'Oreal at all. It wasn't even measurable. So pretty cool. And then Lancome, they put it up for skin tone, and they did another 56-day study, and with True Science, 83% noticed a difference, and it was not even measurable with Lancome. So just kind of a few fun things to wet your whistle. I can't share that page with you, but I can share it with you verbally, so that's fun. I also have some pictures, and let me see if I can do this. I think I can. I don't know if y'all can see the pictures, but there's some really cool pictures. Hopefully you can see them okay. Actually, I can probably turn my camera. Let me see if that's easier. Not sure how to turn. Yeah, there we go. Okay, cool. So you can see some of the pictures. Here is, there it is. So there's a day 1 picture and a day 60 picture. And there is a day 1 and a day 60. You can see the lines by her mouth. Look at these eyes. So here is there we go. Bear with me. There is a day 1. Look at that. It's incredible. Hopefully I'm focusing in okay on it. And then look at these feet. So this is somebody's heels, day 1, day 30. Unbelievable. And then here's somebody who had some extreme sun damage on their hands. Here's day 1. Look at all that. And here is day 30. So I just want to show you guys some pictures. It's pretty incredible if you look at the pictures, and we've got lots of them. So lots of pictures. I'm going to skip through the pictures. And now I'm going to talk to you a little bit about how things are derived. And then we're going to talk about how to share the product, okay? So retinic acids and its derivatives were the gold standard of treatment for photo-age skin since the 80s. But when you compare it to the True Science anti-aging cream, the correction is unbelievable. The difference is unbelievable. And I'm going to give you guys some cool differences. Okay, so for retinol, which again was the gold standard for years and years and years that used retinol-based products, now we're talking about Nrf2. So for retinol, you have very disorganized results. In other words, your skin is behaving in a very disorganized manner. A lot of times you get cellular edema, so your skin gets very puffed up. If you've ever seen someone use retinol, it gets puffed up and really red. Sometimes people can't go out in the sun or in public for several days. Usually there's some inflammation, same thing, and actually changes your cellular makeup, and you don't want to do that. It changes it. It doesn't just fix it, it changes it. Your dermis gets less dense because of retinol, and the treated skin has to be protected, like I said, from the sun because of sensitivity. There's also a lot of instability concerns with retinol-based products on whether they work every time, all the time, for all people. Okay, the difference with True Science anti-aging cream is it protects and makes a thick lipid barrier. It's very organized on how it behaves with your skin. It's very orderly in the maturation of how the keratinocytes work on your skin. It makes your dermis denser, and that's a big deal. Remember, we said with retinol, less dense dermis. With True Science, your dermis is denser, which means you have thicker skin. It resists chromatin change, so it resists cellular changing, which is bad. There's no inflammation, so nobody who uses True Science gets any inflammation, which you also don't have any requirement to protect from the sun because it doesn't render the skin sun sensitive. Okay, so that's a really big deal as well. So I'm going to skip over and give you a couple more fun little facts, and then we're going to go into how to share it. Okay, so we also did a shaving study, and some of you may already know about that because people ask all the time, well, what about the guys? You know, you're only talking about 50% of the population if you're only offering True Science to women. And I would tell you, you are missing the boat if you're not offering this to men. And if there's men on the phone, you're missing the boat if you're not offering this to your buddies, because the protection level is still the same. Men still age, their skin still age, their cellular makeup still gets aging at the cellular level of your skin. But here's really cool. So we did a shaving study on men, and this is what we found after only 7 days. Irritation was reduced by 32%. And again, they're using all 4 products, okay? So irritation reduced by 32%. The barrier function of the skin was improved by 28%. So the environmental hazards hitting their skin, if they work outside or anything like that, will be a really big deal, but improved 28%. And the response rate to how their skin looked was improved 85 to 100%. How their skin looked, good for the guys. It gave them bulletproof skin. So that's really, really cool. Again, the research was presented on this at the International Federation of the Society of Cosmetic Chemists in September of 2015 in Zurich, Switzerland. And that's where we found that the Nrf2 not only was proven, but that we could patent that. So basically, if you're tired, stressed, depressed, that all has an impact on your skin, and you need to take care of it. And now, just last month, I said last month, we're still in the month. So we were at Elite Academy in Denver, and we launched the True Science hand cream. So now we actually have another True Science product called the hand cream that has Nrf2 protection qualities and can help your skin to be protected. So you should be using that every single day, especially with how much sun you have there and I have here. We should be using that all the time. So Karen, I don't know how much time I have, but I want to share how to use True Science as a tool in your business. Are we good? Awesome. Okay, so I'm going to spend the rest of our few minutes here together telling you how to share, or suggesting how you could share it. I am going to do a new video. I'm actually going to do it along with corporate with Dr. Chevreau on how to share it. We're going to do an updated one because the one on YouTube is old, but you can still watch it. The ideas are the same. It's just the packaging, the pricing, some of that has changed, but the general idea is the same. So if you go to YouTube and type in Carrie Bedard True Science, you will find the training. Just know that it's not updated for some reasons, but the idea is exactly the same. So we have a few ways that we share True Science, okay? The way we've been most successful and continue to be successful is what we call True Science puppy in a bag. And that sounds like such a funny idea, but I'm going to tell you why we call it that. Because if somebody drops a cute little puppy on your doorstep, you're never going to want to give it back, right? So we call that a puppy approach. And what that is you make a list of all your friends and all of your contacts that you think would love True Science, and you call them and say, hey, listen, Karen, I've got this amazing skincare system, and I am offering only a few select of my close friends that I know will love this to use it in their home for 3 or 4 days, no strings attached. You don't have to keep it. You don't have to pay for it. But I'm trying to get as many opinions as I can about it because I love it. And I want to drop it off and let you try it. And of course, they're like, yeah, free. I'll try it. That's great. So what you do is you drop it off with some other information, which again, if you watch my training, you'll see, but basically you can drop it off with a few sticks of Axio. You can drop it off even now with a free hand cream, thanking them for letting you use them as a guinea pig or whatever. Drop it off, and basically they'll use it for a few days. And as you're dropping it off, you're going to say, listen, what day is a good day for me to pick it up? So you're going to set an appointment for the drop off, very important. And you're going to set an appointment for the pickup because you want them to be there. You don't want them leaving it in a mailbox or at their front door. You want to be able to talk to them. So when you drop it off, you're going to drop it off and say, hey, I've put the instructions for the steps inside of the little tote with the skincare set. I want you to try this for a few days. And by the way, if you love it, and I'm sure you will, I'm going to let you buy it at wholesale. And we all know that we let all our preferred customers buy it at wholesale. So that's awesome. But that leaves them in their head thinking, ooh, if I love it, I'm going to get a deal, right? And everybody wants a deal. So you're going to drop it off. And then when you have the appointment to go back and get it, the idea is that you have some time to talk to them. What did you think? Are you interested in purchasing it and trying it? I'd love to get you on it for a few months. You could feel and see the difference with these products. And like I said, I'll go ahead and get it for you at wholesale. And then you can kind of go with where the conversation goes. But I'll tell you, so many times people have said, yeah, I want it. And I'll say, and by the way, if you want to earn another stream of income, how easy was that for me to drop that off to you and go out and work my business, be with my kids, be with my family, pick it up from you and move it on to somebody else who wants to try it. You have to think of this as employees, you guys. You want to leverage your time. So on my team, we all have 4 complete extra sets of True Science skincare. And so what we do is we have extra sets of the skincare with instruction and other information that we want to put in the tote. And we keep those 4 sets moving all the time. So again, those are our employees. I see Karen's daughter. I have 3 kids. So for me, it was great. I could drop those sets off in the morning, go be with my kids, work my business, do presentations, come back and pick those sets up. And I was making money while I wasn't even doing anything other than letting people trial these in the comfort of their own home. So that's the number 1 way that we move True Science. The number 2 way is to go ahead and have True Science only. We call them spa parties, but they're really sharing parties, and they've changed a lot. What we do is we treat them a little bit like an opportunity meeting, but the focus is on True Science. So we invite a bunch of friends over. We've even had couples parties where everyone comes and you go ahead and do all the steps of the True Science while you're at someone's house. So they'll have washcloths, and again, you can watch my video on how to do a party. True Science has the combined videos in our back office in the library as well. And we'll just do each step of the True Science, but we'll also show the ABC video so that they understand where this Nrf2 came from, how it started, and that we moved it into skincare. And then at the end, we'll explain that this is an opportunity not only to share the skincare, but to share the health products. So that's another way we can do it. And then the final way you can do it is using samples. These are disposable samples. LifeVantage is not going to have them anymore. So now if you don't buy them at Elite Academy, you just won't have them. So if you didn't get them in Denver, make sure you get them in Orlando, because once they're sold out, they won't be anymore. But these are the disposable tear open sample packs. Fortunately, we've got a lot of them. And what you do is same idea, except you can mail them. Someone can try them out of town, or you can hand them to someone, a complete stranger, and not feel like you're handing them an $140 skincare set, right? But you can hand them the sample pack. The only advice I give you is never, ever, ever hand something to a stranger without getting their complete contact information and a way to reach back out and get the results and follow up. So those are the main ways that we share True Science and that we build our business with True Science. But truly, we talk about it as an inside-out approach for health, that you would never want to use an activated essentials or any other product without taking care of the outside of your skin as well. So hopefully that helps everybody.
Wow, that is excellent. Thank you so much, Carrie. That's so much great information that you shared. And I know that there's probably a lot of people listening who are already doing the business, and to have so many great resources and ideas to be able to share this with others is just fantastic. Absolutely awesome. I know that there were a couple of little questions if you've got a few extra minutes.
Sure.
Okay,
Absolutely.
Great. Someone wanted to know about retin A, if you've got any knowledge of that. What advice would you give to someone who has been on retin A for 5 years and wants to try True Science but is reluctant to stop her retin A product?
So first of all, I'm a run as fast as you can away from retin A person, because retin A can build up in your skin. It can build a resistance to some really good immune fighting cells in your skin. Just like being on a steroid, it just builds up, and it builds up a tolerance, and it can prevent good things from happening to your skin. I would tell someone who's been on retinol a long time to slowly wean themselves off the retinol and wean in True Science. So maybe do retinol a couple days a week and do True Science a couple days a week, or just wean themselves off the retinol. Instead of using it every day, use it a few days a week, go down to 2 days a week, go down to 1 day a week, and then start the True Science. But you do kind of have to wean yourself off retinol because it changes the makeup of your skin, and you really need to wean off of it and then introduce True Science.
Wow, that's amazing. And what we have our hands on is just something so incredible, I think. And you've given us such great knowledge. Someone has requested if we would be able to get a copy of your flip chart. That would be excellent. So
Sure.
if you could send that through to me, I would love that. And I can pass it through to everyone.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Just email me and I'll send it over.
Okay, thank you. And I also just wanted to mention to any Australian guests that might be listening in or watching the replay that we've got a special on the True Science skin range right now here in Australia, only until the first week of August, where you'll actually get it for $40 off the wholesale price plus free shipping Australia-wide. That is just a ridiculously good deal. I know that a lot of people are stocking up because this is so good.
Yeah, stock up.
Yeah. And so distributors, you've got some ideas now on how you can build your business even faster and bigger with the skin set. So thank you so much, Carrie, for your time today and sharing all of your knowledge and your tips with us. We really do appreciate it.
You're welcome. Well, thank you so much for having me. It's such a blessing in this business, all of us to work together. I love it. And you're welcome. And I would tell you guys too, if you have that kind of special going on and you're really wanting to work your business with True Science, definitely go out and stock up what you can. That's awesome. So
excellent.
Good.
Well, thank you. Thank you so much. And thank you everyone for taking the time to listen in this morning. I hope you all have a rest of a great week and looking forward to talking and meeting you again, Carrie. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. Bye,
Thanks, everyone. Bye.